following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, I'm going to start out with a few numbers. We don't have a lot early today. We did end up with 76,613 new coronavirus cases, infections identified yesterday, posted, by the CDC. And then today so far, by the middle of the day here on the West Coast, we're at 86 new infections. So we're headed that direction again. And then, let's see here, yesterday, Michigan had 10,277 new cases. Florida had 9,069 new cases. And there are several other states had 4,000, like New Jersey had 4,800. New York had 4,800. And today, so far we only have 3 states reporting. Florida is at 6,790. Pennsylvania is at 5,062. And Illinois is at 3,536. And so this is still raging on. And, of course, there are several reasons for that. And one of the things I want to talk about today is the pre-existing conditions that set you up to have a bad time from the pandemic virus infections. Number one, the vaccines, are going to have a highly inconsistent result. Now, I said this over a year ago when they first started talking about vaccines. I said, don't expect everybody to get the same results because vaccines in of themselves are useless. There's 3 pieces to the vaccine story. Piece number 1 is getting vaccinated with a vaccine. Vaccines do not kill viruses, bacteria, fungus, or yeast. They just alert your body to bad DNA and RNA from the bad bugs. Then you're responsible for responding to that, That requires your intestines to be in good shape, And your intestines should look like a shag rug when they're opened up at surgery at autopsy because of all the villi, the little finger-like projections increase the surface area. But when you've been eating gluten for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, those villi are gone. They've been killed by a substance called pro-inflammatory cytokines, which are made by the gluten, and they kill the villi. And so now your intestines, instead of looking like a shag rug, they look like a plastic tube. You've lost 90% of the absorptive surface. And then you need to get rid of all the gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, oats, because that's what causes the damage. No wheat, no barley, rye, oats. There are no such things as gluten-free oats. The gluten in oats is called gliadin, and they play a word game with you. Oh, there's no gluten. Here's the label. You can't find the word gluten on there. No. Unless it's certified gluten-free and has the gluten-free symbol on it, don't touch it. And even then, I read it just in case somebody tried to slip in some gluten-free oats because that's called gliadin, not gluten. Then your bone marrow has to be in good shape because your bone marrow receives the nutrition that are absorbed by healthy intestines. And your bone marrow makes red blood cells, white blood cells, which are the cavalry and the Marines that go after the COVID virus or any other virus or bacteria or fungus or yeast. And then, of course, you need the antibodies that are made by the stem cells in the bone marrow. And when you go to the doctor every month or every week to get an iron or B12 shot because you tried, pills of iron and B12 that didn't work, you couldn't absorb it. That's because you've been eating gluten. Your intestines are dead. And you didn't like getting a shot every month or every week or every 2 weeks. And you try a transfusion. Well, you're sick for 10 days after you get the transfusion from somebody else, trying to get their red blood cells and their white blood cells and their antibodies. So the doctors start talking about, well, you have bone marrow dysplasia. You got to think about that. You're 70 years old. Your bone marrow is dead, and we need to do a bone marrow transplant. That's $100,000, but don't worry about it. Your insurance will pay for it. You don't want to go that direction, okay? You want to get off all the bad stuff, take your 90 essential nutrients so that the nutrition can get to your bone marrow and can respond to the vaccine. Now, they've already pulled one vaccine off the market because of some proposed side effects. They had a lot of blood clots following the use of the Johnson & Johnson, so they pulled that one off the market, okay? Well, they're figuring out if it's really directed to it or it's just older patients or what the deal is. So we don't know the answer to that question yet, but I know they're looking. And so this is stuff that we have to do. We actually have a new CD out. It's only been out, I don't know, 6 months. It's called the Red Warning Light. It goes into the pre-existing conditions that set you up for a bad result from the vaccinations and a bad result from an infection, okay? And the Red Warning Lights, talk about things like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney disease, that kind of stuff, lung disease. And this is all in the book in the CD, Hell's Kitchen. It's all in the book, Black Gene Lies. It's all in the book, Epigenetics, the death of the genetic disease transmission. And you need to have family meetings. I mean, it's really easy now with all this. You have, you can do little Zooms, you can do Facebooks, you can do all kinds of stuff. And your FaceTimes, you can do all kinds of stuff here and get the information, everybody in your family, in your church, and your workplace, and so forth. And your longevity business, you'll pay wholesale for the products. You get on auto ship. I pay the shipping, so the shipping's free if you get on auto ship. It doesn't get any better than that. And then it's a willable asset. You can will it to your family or your church or whoever you want to will it to. You can retire on it. You get a good income stream going in addition to your Social Security and whatnot. And get all kinds of tax breaks so you run your business out of your house. You don't need a store. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Longevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the CBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, you get rid of these pre-existing conditions. And, of course, the CD, Red Warning Lights, the book Hell's Kitchen, the CD Hell's Kitchen, the book Epigenetics, the CD set, there's 2 CDs, Epigenetics, tells you what to do for all these pre-existing conditions. The metabolic syndrome, which, includes obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney disease, and so on. And so when you look at the top 8 countries in the United States when it comes to numbers of COVID infections, we're talking, I picked the top 8 that have 1 million or more infections. Within a week or so, it's going to be 10 above that. They're getting close now. They have a demographic profile that's predictable, because when you look at the indigenous peoples and Native Americans, Hispanics, blacks, Polynesians, these are the people who have the most cases and the worst cases, the most common or the highest rate of death. And it's not a racial thing. It's a dietary cultural thing. So California, with the number 1 number of infections and deaths in the U.S., has 39% Hispanic and 8% black. Texas has 39% Hispanic and 14% black. Florida has 25% Hispanic and 18% black. New York has 19% and 19% Hispanic black. Illinois has 17% Hispanic and 16% black. Georgia has 9.5% Hispanic, and 34% black. They have the highest level in demographics of black population of any state. Ohio has 3.8% Hispanics and 14% black. Pennsylvania has 7% Hispanic and 13% black. These are all ones that have 1 million and more infections and usually have the highest rates of deaths and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is easily dealt with because you just get off of gluten, wheat, butter, rye, oats, and fried foods and processed meats and oils and sugar, and you eat like an Asian, eat maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed, which is our fucoid C, Z radical, and ocean's gold. You can repel these viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast because they help your immune system. That's the important thing here. That's why the rate of these diseases, including COVID-19, are so small in Asian countries and so high in European countries. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
I've got a story headlined, Stop Inflammation and Asthma Attacks with Cashew Leaves. They say cashew is a widely cultivated in many tropical countries, and it's one of the most commonly grown nut crops in the world. And they say parts of the cashew can be used for a variety of purposes. The leaves, fruits, and seeds and shoots not only have culinary uses, but also medicinal uses. A study from Nigeria investigated the phytochemical compounds of cashew and evaluated their anti-inflammatory and anti-asthma properties. This was all reported in the Journal of Integrative Medicine. He said there's a compound in cashew leaf that shows bronchodilatory and anti-inflammatory activities, and what they did here was they found that the cashew extracts and their hexene and ethyl acetate and chloroform soluble portions exhibited significant bronchodilatory and anti-inflammatory activities. Based on these findings, they concluded that thanks to the bronchodilatory and anti-inflammatory activities, cashew leaves can be used in the management of bronchoconstriction and inflammation in asthma patients. So there you go.
Well, thank you very much. And, of course, asthma, regardless of your age when you get it, whether you're born with it or you get it when you're 75, it doesn't matter. It's a nutritional deficiency disease. There's a very specific spectrum of nutrients that are missing when you have asthma. Usually it follows a gluten problem because gluten damages the intestine, and this nutrient is a big, clumsy nutrient, and so it's very difficult to absorb under ideal circumstances. So when you have gluten problems, you're having damage to your villi and your intestines. Respiratory stuff, including asthma, is very, very common in people, and it goes along with irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory things going on in the intestines, celiac disease, ulcerative colitis, and so on. And then if you're not supplementing with all 90 essential nutrients, you're going to have this trouble. So thank you for sharing that. You take your 90 essential nutrients to get off all the bad stuff. And I eat cashews maybe 3-4 times a week, along with a bunch of other nuts. Good. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Now, over the years, we have, together have treated and worked with literally, tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. We talk about all the various layers in our organizations and stuff. And it's one of those things where our people, we had to make sure they had access to tools like books and CDs and DVDs and stuff. And I still use them. I go back. I actually had somebody call the other day. They wanted to know, they gave me a page in one of my books and said, what did you mean by this on the page? And so I looked it up on the page and I explained it to him. He said, oh, okay. And so it helps me know how I have to make sure that people know what I'm saying and so forth. But people still use the books and the CDs and DVDs, and they can go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, and get the books and the CDs and DVDs. And so in your organization, Shar, and you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people in your organization, and so what seems to be the most useful, most commonly used tools in your organization?
Well, I would guess that the Let's Play Doctor book, Rarest Forbidden Cures, it's all in your head. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the CDs. I think they're people can listen to them when they're driving and, you know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, the CDs are a great tool. And I have to tell you, in the Old Testament, there's 83 miracles reported in the Old Testament. There's 80 miracles reported in the New Testament. And we have millions of miracles. Now, the reason is, of course, they were walking from village to village and carrying the information to one or two people. And we have all these electronics and technology and everything. So we can, when I do some interviews with some of these big talk show hosts on the radio, George Norrie, for instance, when I am interviewed by him once a month, I'm talking to 12 million people. Okay, and so, even Moses didn't talk to that many people at one time. And so we can't, chastise them for only having 83 miracles in the Old Testament. But it was a great thing they did. In the day and time, it was a great story. It's still a great story. It's the greatest story ever told, as they say. And so, but, we've gone the next step. And so we have all these tools to leverage your time and leverage our time so that everybody gets the same information to answer the same question. And so, you feel confident, Shar. Even if you don't know something, you can look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Or call me or whatever, and you're going to get the correct answer. So it gives you some confidence. You can talk with these people.
True.
Yeah. And so do you have, some of your people in your group who have really seen the light when it comes to the tools? Don't name their name, but, you have people in various states who use the tools quite heavily. What states are they in?
Oh, they're all over, but a lot of them are in Canada, too.
Oh, yeah, I just had a conference call with Canada. I'm going to be doing a big Zoom for them this coming Saturday. And so it all comes down to they read all these books. Now they want to hear some specific answers to specific questions. And so I'm very excited about this. And, of course, that group in Canada is in your group. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's 1-888-379-2552. And I think it's next month that, let's see here, Evander Holyfield is going to fight Mike Tyson again. They've both been retired for a long time, but they're going to have kind of a fight to raise money for some cause or something. And Evander Holyfield, you know, he lost his heavyweight championship to Michael Moore. He had a heart attack in the last round and you know, lost by default because he had a heart attack. We invented our Healthy Brain and Heart Pack for him, and he took it, 2-3 times a day for a year and a half. He came back, and he took the championship away. Who was the champion at that time, heavyweight, was Iron Mike Tyson. Now, who comes back from a near-fatal heart attack and wins a heavyweight championship fight in professional? Huh? And so you can look at Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, and you can see why. I'm assuming he's still taking our stuff. I have to look it up and say he's still taking our stuff because it's what allowed him to make millions and millions of dollars and come back and get his championship when he beat Iron Mike Tyson a year and a half after he lost it after his near-fatal heart attack. Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Michigan. And Emma, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Emma. You're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I called you about 3 weeks ago about my ear, and you told me to tighten up on my being gluten-free, and I did, and it's better. And I thought I'd let you know how. However, I went to the doctor, and the doctor, my blood pressure was high. So he gave me a prescription, and I want to know if taking this blood pressure medication will interfere with any my supplements I'm taking, my Youngevity.
Okay. The blood pressure medication will lower your blood pressure, but it won't fix whatever the problem is. I mean, you could have high blood pressure just because you're nervous going to the doctors. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
And so, now before you take that medication, what I would do is, go to a pharmacy or something like that and take your blood pressure when you're not in the pressure of being in the doctor's office and see if it's still high. Okay? Because I want to know, was your blood pressure up because you're in the doctor's office and you were nervous? Okay, makes sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, now, if you're not doing it, Char, what would you give Emma to add to her Youngevity program if she's not already doing it for high blood pressure?
there's two things I'd give her, extra calcium and Ultimate Daily Classic.
Yeah, how much do you weigh, Emma?
I'm down to 128.
Okay. So at 128 pounds, I'd have you take, let's see here, the 90 essential nutrients, 1 healthy brain and heart pack. Get another bottle of our selenium so you can take 3 twice a day. And you want to make sure that, as Shar said, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, I'd get 2 bottles of that so you can take 3 of those twice a day. That will support healthy blood pressure and also help promote healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. But I would, not being in a doctor's office, getting your blood pressure taken either by yourself or a pharmacist or something like that, and so you can see if your blood pressure was high just because you were nervous or if it's really high. And before you start taking the medication, wait a day and, spend the afternoon going to a couple of pharmacies and seeing what your blood pressure is, okay?
Okay.
Then call us back and let us know. We'll walk you through this.
I'm losing quite something in my urine.
Okay, what are you losing in your urine?
White. It looks like chalky. It looks chalky white in my urine, and I meant to mention that because I worried that I'm losing calcium, and I don't want to lose any at this time.
Sure. Okay. Well, hang on. We'll come back. We'll give you the answer to the question after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And it's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Also, let's see here. Douglas, go right back to Emma in Michigan. You can also go to a pharmacy and get some test strips for your urine, and that'll tell you a lot of what's going on in your urine. Also, you could, if you don't have the book, you can get the book of Rare Herbs and Cures and go to Chapter 9 and 10 and get a hair analysis. And if it's calcium in your urine, it'll be very high in your hair. Charmaine, if you have calcium in your urine and it's high in your hair analysis, does that mean you're taking too much calcium?
No, it means you're going through a raging calcium deficiency because your parathyroid gland is robbing calcium out of your bones to satisfy the blood's need for calcium.
Well, you get an A triple plus, dear. Okay, very good. And so that's kind of the direction I would kind of think in, that you may have some extra calcium in your urine, but it's not because you're eating too much calcium. It's because your parathyroid, as Shar said, is pulling calcium out of your bones because you have a calcium deficiency. So you want to make sure you're gluten-free so you can absorb the calcium. And that's very important. Don't forget vitamin D3. Take 3 of those twice a day to maximize absorption of the calcium and put it in the proper places. Well, I get people all the time. They send me copies of their hair analysis. Say, look at this. My hair calcium's off the chart, and my doctor is screaming at me that I'm taking too much calcium supplements. I got to stop. Well, that doctor should have his license taken away from him, because the reason why your urine calcium is so high and your hair calcium is so high is because your parathyroid glands are pulling calcium out of your bones because you have a raging calcium deficiency, as Charmaine said. So I would kind of go on that principle. It would be worth getting a hair analysis. Wouldn't hurt to, save some of your urine, in a clean jar with a screw top so it doesn't spill in your refrigerator or anything like that. But get some test strips and get the hair analysis, and you can answer all those questions for a lot cheaper and a lot safer. You don't want to be going to the doctor right now with all these people sick in there with the COVID virus and so on. I think there's like 30,000 American doctors and nurses have died in the United States from the COVID infection. And so they are susceptible too. And so why would you want to go there and risk getting it when you can do all these tests yourself, and it's a lot cheaper and safer? Okay, give us a call. Let us know what your results are. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Texas, and Nadia, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Nadia, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Okay, thank you. What's up?
I am calling. My son have ulcerative colitis. He developed it when he was 4. And the last I spoke with you, they were telling me to get a vitamin for him, but the phone ended up, disconnect for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Okay, how old is your son now?
He is 6.
6 years old. How much does he weigh?
He weighed 38 pounds.
Okay. Now, does he have any skin problems or asthma?
No.
Okay, so his real problem is just ulcerative colitis, correct?
Well, he did have a rash before he get ulcerative colitis. It's like red, rashy looking.
Yeah. Was that on his face or his back or legs or where?
It was like basically on his back, his face, his hands.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm surprised that the doctor didn't diagnose him as having lupus, because when you have the rash, it's called it, okay, especially when you get it on the face, it can be called eczema. It can be called rosacea. Okay, but the ulcerative colitis, what's going on here, Charmaine, with Nadia's son, who's 6 years old and weighs 38 pounds? What's going on?
It's an extreme gluten intolerance.
Yep. It's an extreme what?
Gluten intolerance.
Yeah, gluten intolerance causes ulcerative colitis, and you can't absorb nutrition because your small intestines are damaged. And especially if the kid's not supplementing with these nutrients, they get skin problems, which you described, as well as, and there's other things going on there that'll show up later, okay, because it takes a little while for them to show up. And so what would you do for a 38-pound kid? What would you give him, and what sort of diet would you put him on?
Well, the first thing you got to do is get him off of all wheat, barley, rye, and oats, and then get him off of oils and fried foods and burnt animal fat. Mm-hmm. And then I would get him on a healthy start pack, which you can divide up. I mean, I'd give him a quarter twice a day, and that way a dose will last 2 days.
Yeah. So one healthy start pack will last him 2 months.
Right, and as long as he's off the bad stuff, he should be
able to absorb,
flourish.
Yep. Okay, very good. And so, in addition to the healthy start pack, I'd also give him some vitamin D3 so he can absorb. Okay, And let's see here. I think it covers that. That's going to cover his ulcerative colitis, gluten-free, no wheat, brown, or oats. He needs to live like an Asian. He needs to eat rice and beans and sweet potatoes. No pancakes, no waffles. He can have gluten-free pizza, made with cauliflower. He can have lamb chops. He can have steak. He can have hamburgers. He can have, let's see here, he can have meatloaf made with cornmeal. He cannot have meatloaf made with breadcrumbs because that's gluten. So at any rate, he can have our Rebound or sports drink. And let's go there. And call us every couple of weeks. We'll walk you through this. But this is a very common thing is in kids. So it's not unusual. But it goes away very quickly if you do all the right things. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to North Carolina. And David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, David, you're on the air. How can we help you? Yes, sir.
Okay. This is a part 2. You explained to me what I needed for my eyes. I have glaucoma. What I didn't get to tell you was if I close my eyes upon self-examination and I take my finger and touch, I can feel a bulge in my in the white of my eye. I can feel a bulge like a pea under the skin or something. I heard one of your little seminars, and I'm sorry I can't recall that you said that shows some type of sign.
Okay. Now, this is, how old are you, sir?
I'm 62. One more thing. My right cornea is cloudy. It's cloudy white, like milky white. I don't know if that adds into what it takes to solve.
Okay. How much you weigh?
180.
Okay. Do you have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis?
No.
Do you have any tinnitus or ringing in the ears or balance problems?
Yes, tinnitus.
Okay. All right, Charmaine, what's going on here with David? He's got tinnitus, ringing in the ears. He's got eye issues going on.
He's got
what's happening here?
osteoporosis of the skull.
Yep, you get an A triple plus again, dear. Very good. Very proud of you. And so, David, as I said then, as I'm saying again now, and Char's chiming in, you need to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown, or oats, no sugar. You need to live like an Asian, rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash. And at 180 pounds, I'd have you take 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. I'd have you take, 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, full dose everything twice a day, the vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day to help rebuild the skull. MSM, 2 bottles a month of that, so you can take 3 of those 3 times a day, 3 with each meal, And then, let's see here. Char, what else would you give to deal with inflammation and speed up the healing of the skull?
Well, he could take the CM capsules internally if he wanted to. That's supposed to be anti-inflammatory.
Yeah. But I'd also throw in the Fucoid Z, the seaweed. So you could take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of our Fucoid Z. If you prefer the liquid, get the Z Radical. Take an ounce of that twice a day. Same thing, it's just a liquid form. And then call us every couple of weeks. But you got to get off the bad foods now and get on these supplements and rebuild your skull, take the pressure off your optic nerves, the optic nerve artery, and the optic nerve vein. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business.
For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Indiana. And Aaron, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Aaron, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yeah, calling in regards to my wife. She has a few issues going on. She has Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, POTS, and low iron. She's been trying stuff for a long time, and nothing's really helping. It's just continues to get worse.
Stop. On the low iron, is she only taking oral supplements for the iron?
Yes.
She's taking a shot. Okay.
Yeah, she's got.
Okay, we only have a moment here. I need one word answers. Yes, kind of say we got time crunch here. How old is your wife, and how much does she weigh?
43 and about 108 pounds, maybe.
Okay. Does she have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes?
No.
Okay, so thyroid and iron issues. Okay, Charmaine, what's going on here with Aaron's wife?
Well, she needs to change her diet. No cruciferous vegetables for the thyroid, and no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no burnt animal fat, no oils, and no fried foods. And then
no gluten.
No gluten, right? And I said that wheat, barley, rye,
okay.
And
okay,
I would get her on a healthy. Bone and joint pack, and add the vitamin D3 for absorption and some MSM. And some Ultimate Daily Classic, and that should, and some Ocean's Gold, obviously.
Yeah, Ocean's Gold. She'd take 3 of those twice a day. That's two bottles a month. And then I would also, because she's deficient in iron, you'd give her some extra minerals. Which would you give her?
Extra copper.
No, I didn't ask that. I said, which minerals? Are we talking about plant minerals? Are we talking about strawberry?
Oh, all the multiple get her on the Trainmans because they taste good.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to give her one mineral. You want to give her all 75.
No, they're all in there anyway. You can't sort them out.
Yeah, okay. So she needs, at 108 pounds, she needs a half ounce of either our liquid minerals. We also have a new one. It's called the Aquamins. It's our mineral caps, which is one capsule equals the same amount of minerals in an ounce of our liquid minerals, but it also has our fucoid Z in it, our seaweed in it. And so she may want to get some of these Aquamins and try 3 of those twice a day. That's going to cover the territory. And Char told you she needs to get rid of the cruciferous vegetables, which include cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. They interfere with thyroid function. And the thyroid recovers very, very quickly when it gets the nutrients it wants and to get away with all those inflammatory foods. And again, the Ocean's Gold Char picked a good one there. 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And then call us every couple of weeks, let us know how she's doing. But when you have an iron issue, invariably, even if you're drinking liquid iron supplements or pills, capsules, and you're still having iron problems, that means you're not absorbing because she's eating gluten. She's got to get rid of gluten so she can absorb the minerals and get it to her bone marrow so her bone marrow can make hemoglobin for her red blood cells. Okay, and of course, let's hear from you every couple of weeks and give us a progress or lack of progress report anytime you go to the doctor and get some kind of feedback from them. But these sorts of things, if everybody does everything right, they tend to normalize very quickly. Okay, but you got to be able to absorb the nutrients, so none of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. And then again, you guys need to consider getting a hold of that CD, the Red Warning Light, by pharmacist Keith and myself. That goes into, 8 or 9 of these types of issues. And then you want to get a hold of the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen. And you want to get a hold of the book and the CD called Immortality. All the things that these long-lived peoples do to live a long time, but also what they avoid to live a long time. The oldest living person right now is Kane Tanaka from Japan. It's a lady. She's 118 years of age. There's a French nun, Sister Andre. She just turned 117 a couple of months ago, and she had just weeks before she turned 117, she had recovered from COVID-19. At 116 years of age, she survived and did 117. So find out what she did. Okay, Sister Andrea. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Great stuff. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Superlative job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our Marines, our sailors, our airmen, our Army. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.